But the quote is, if you give a plant soil, water, and sunshine, it will grow upwards towards the light. If you give a plant soil, water, and sunshine, it will grow upwards towards the light. I'm going to ask Tina here in a second what her thoughts are when she hears that quote. But as you're reading it or you're hearing it, tell me in the comments what you think that quote means. How do you think that quote has to do with change? Maybe how does that quote have to do with being a parent? Give me your thoughts in the comment section so we can kind of bounce those ideas off each other. But let me go to Tina first. Tina, when you hear if you give a plant soil, water, and sunshine, it will grow upwards towards the light. What comes to mind there?
What comes to mind when I hear that quote is that we just plant seeds. And sometimes we don't see the seeds flourish, we don't see them bloom, and sometimes the seeds may fall on concrete and you think there's no way this seed's ever going to grow. But I'm telling you, over consistency and everything that this man's going to tell you today, you're going to be able to see that seed bloom, and it's going to be unbelievable, and a harvest that's going to just bloom for years and years to come.
I love that. I love that. And that's essentially what we're doing in our field, right? Anyone who has a
Yep.
background in any type of social services, you're planting seeds and you're trying to encourage positive growth. And the reason for that, and Tina, can you, and you would know, can you make someone change?
Absolutely not.
You cannot make someone change. If you could, the world would be a very different place, right? Like if you could just press a button or just say a magic, use a magic technique, and their thoughts or attitudes and beliefs would be different, then the world would be a different place. But that's not how it works. So then the question is, if you can't make someone change, then whose responsibility is it to change? Tina, whose responsibility is it to change, you think?
It is that individual's responsibility.
Yeah. If it's their change, it's their change. So I say all that to say is in this conversation, in this workshop we're going to have together, we're going to give some tips and tools that represent the soil, water, and sunshine as a parent. But we're not giving these tools to say, if you do the soil, water, and sunshine, then you'll always get the response you want. Not how it works. The person who has the final say on the behavior and on the choice is the person whose behavior and choice it is. So what I want to challenge you to do is when you leave here and after you watch this video is not judge yourself as a parent by how often necessarily you got the outcome you wanted, but judge yourself as a parent by how committed were you to making the decisions that align with the type of parent you want to be. How committed are you to the soil, the water, and the sunshine? And then more often than not, the child will grow in response to that light. They will grow in response to that soil, water, sunshine, but it's not a guarantee in every situation. So I say all that to say, Tina, parents, give yourself a break.